Back with more Buffy. This is episode 4 of season 3, and I am loving the show so far and loving this season. Last episode was really cool, really interesting. We were introduced to Faith, and she's going to be sticking around a bit. We had some really good and nice character stuff with Buffy, opening up about what really happened with Angel's death. Starting to kind of move on, and as soon as that happens, of course, it seems Angel is back from what I assume to be hell. That's very interesting. Wasn't expecting that to happen quite so early in the season. So I'm excited to see where they're going to go with this in the future, and just going to see what happens next and how everyone's going to react to Angel coming back. Because that's going to be a big thing, and I'm not sure exactly how everyone's going to handle that. So yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. I can't imagine a very quick resolution to that whole Angel coming back thing, and I don't know if they even address it in this episode or if we're going to get something different. I don't know. But there's lots of stuff kind of up in the air plot-wise that they could continue this season. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. And yeah, let's just get into it. Oh my god. Well, that's irresponsible. How can this possibly go wrong?
Hello. You tell me.
Oh, that they're getting along. He's fine.
But I never heard Oz leave, and he was here in the morning when I woke up.
Woke up.
You can put it that way if you want to, Mr. Technical.
Oh, Xander. Get some Red Bull.
Oh, God.
Oh. It wasn't him. They wouldn't be setting this up if it was him. It was not my cinnamon bean.
Agree with you. Tell you what you want to hear.
Is that Mr. Mosby? That's Mr. Mosby. I'm gonna fucking lose it. This guy was my childhood.
Everybody has demons, right?
Gotta say I'm with you on that.
Excellent. So the hope I bring...
It's Mr. Mosby!
Demons can be fought. Well, tell me more about this guy, the bad ending guy.
He was an angel.
And then he...
Changed.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea, mate.
He got mean.
Oh, you have no idea, mate.
And you didn't stop loving him.
You have no idea, mate.
Lots of people lose themselves in love.
Is it Oz's fault that, side effect, people get cut to ribbons, and maybe then he'll take a little nibble?
No, it's your fault when you don't keep an eye on him.
Am I?
No. Get away from the cage. It's gonna happen soon.
Don't give me angst.
Get away from me.
Oh, no, my cinnamon roll. Oh. I mean, I'm here for an Oz-centric episode. But oh. Oh! Well, that's a fucking shock. And good evening to you. On the plus side, he found some trousers. That's good. I mean, I'm not sure this foreplay is really working for him. Oh!
Buffy, are you okay? Knock yourself out. Not literally, though. Yeah, later.
Well, she settled herself in quite nicely, it seems.
I dreamt that he came back.
Of course. After Jenny was killed, I had dreams that she was still alive, that I saved her.
This was vivid. Was there a chance, even? Could it happen?
There's no record of anyone returning from a demon dimension once the gate was closed.
I like that she's at least doubting it. She's not just throwing herself back into it, all the angel stuff.
I just pretend for a second that
It's known about
I'd probably tell him, to be honest.
Suggest a world of...
he would have been down there for hundreds of years
Oh, wow.
of torture.
take someone of extraordinary will and character to survive that and retain any semblance of self. Most likely he'd be a monster.
A lost cause.
Maybe.
Well, that's what they said about Angelus. We need more Buffy and Giles scenes.
Easter cake.
Just the two of them, because I
It's
love
fun to
their
watch them make them.
relationship.
They use the spritzy thing. How could it not be conclusive? What did it look like? Was he bit?
Let her finish, Buffy.
No, it's just... I'm sorry.
Could have been Angel, I suppose. She could think that. Giles knows shit's going down.
I wanted to tell you that you look great today. But now I want to raise that to amazing because you didn't sleep well.
That's really
Aw.
sweet. And I
But
wish I
Angel's
didn't have
back,
to.
so
I just...
Check out Scotty liking the manic depressive chick.
fuck you. I mean, it's a great workout for his legs, just like squatting like that. I'd be having a nap.
What is that?
Nothing. Kiss me.
No, Debbie, you did not drink that, did you?
Drink it. No, I didn't.
Debbie, what's going on?
Why'd you drink it? It's like neon green.
Clock, Buffy Summers, right? Just listen. And that's your thing, right?
Oh no. Is he dead?
There's something going on.
Something tells me it wasn't the
nobody
cigarette that
else
killed
that I
him,
can talk to.
even though smoking kills.
No, I need to talk to someone.
Oh no. But he's dead.
I'm
pretty
so
sure.
scared.
Aww.
I'm back.
Oh god, Mr. Moseby! No murdering in my lobby. The fuck's wrong with these two?
Pour out.
Oh god. Oh! Hello. Mr. Hyde, how you doing?
Start the formulas in the...
No, I don't. I don't even look.
Oh god.
Is that something your shrink taught you, Debbie?
Oh my...
Guess what? Even he's not going to listen to your pathetic ramblings anymore. I am all you've got now, Debbie. You hear me? I am all you've got! You know you shouldn't make me mad.
Oh.
What happens? Debbie, please.
Go fuck yourself.
It's okay.
This creature is especially
I
brutal.
know what they're going for with
I
that whole
believe the phrase
thing.
coined by the
It's still
coroner
very
when describing
uncomfortable.
Mr. Platt was
Man.
purebred.
Thanks.
Hey,
Oh god.
if you want to talk.
Oz!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, get inside. You're safe. You can fuck off. Bye.
Fantastic.
It's the killing the day monster. 100% for sure.
I
Okay.
wish we had time to talk
Oh,
briefly.
my heart is
We
full.
have 2 victims.
It's me. I make him crazy. He just does what he does
it's
because he
not,
loves me too
sweetheart.
much.
But weren't Mr. Platt and Jeff murdered by an animal?
Pete's not like other guys, is he, Debbie?
Oh god. Oh dear. Wow. Oh.
Where can we find him?
Would they take him someplace?
Probably.
I could never do that to him.
Look what he's done to you.
It's everything.
Who's gonna be next?
Oh god, he's on together. Oh fuck. Right, transform. Transform.
Touch my girl when you put the moves on Debbie.
Oh. Eat him, Oz. Eat him.
Move free.
Oh. Nasty.
Or you might.
That must be really good if you like need to click your neck. Leave my cinnamon bean alone, you bastard.
Did you get that whore? Did she like it?
Oh! Ow! Okay, son, set please. Yes. I want to see this guy get ripped in half.
Time's up. Rules change.
Oh! Oh! Eat him! Eat him! I see werewolves look different this season.
All right, bloody priceless.
Oh, Giles! He used to get knocked out all the time, didn't he?
You get the rock.
Yes! Team! Ah! Poor bookcases. The number of times they get knocked over. I know that's not really the priority right now, but I like books. Oh. Why is he running like a gorilla?
You're nothing but a waste of space.
Oh, hurry, hurry, save her. Poor Tim. Oh, that little squeak. Oh. Oh. Oh! I like how they've tied these all in together. Oh!
Buffy.
Oh my god. How did he know she was in danger? Oh. Oh my god. This is some heavy shit for episode 4 of the season. She's dead as well, that poor girl. Oh. And poor Mr.
It's all
Mosby.
over school. Where have I been?
In your special place, Cora, which is why I adore you.
So what's the true story? What happened? He wasn't under the influence of anything? Just himself.
She's your greatest enemy.
I've been friends with them both since before we started school.
Oh god, yeah. You've lost your only 2 friends. Date Buffy for 1 episode and he's lost all his friends.
Night came on. And wiliness.
Bad dreams.
And from the depths of the forest, a call.
How did he know that she was in danger and stuff though? And how did he come back? Fuck, is that the end? Jesus, that went quick. I really liked that episode. I thought that was really, really good. Flew by. I could not believe that was the end when it got to the credits. I like how they kind of started an opening and opening? That's not even a bloody word. I didn't even mean opened. Started and ended the episode. Opening, idiot. Started and ended the episode with that extract from that book. I thought that was a nice kind of bookend. And especially when the episode's called Beauty and the Beasts, which is obviously kind of a pun on like a fairy tale, so kind of makes sense. Should I talk about characters first? I suppose I should. I liked, however briefly, we saw Faith and how she's kind of integrated into the group quite well, how she's helping out. She looked after Oz for a bit, and she helped kind of, you know, calm Oz down at the end and shoot him with the tranquilizer. So I like how she's kind of slowly becoming a part of the group, and I really like seeing her and Buffy actually get along, because it's a refreshing change from when they were bit at each other's throats in the last episode. So I'm really liking her and her inclusion in the group, liking what she's bringing to the table. And in terms of Buffy being paired with other characters as well, I really liked that little scene with Buffy and Giles. About quite early in the episode, I think it was, you know. I just really love their relationship. And I'd love it to be explored a lot more. I love like an episode focused on the bond between Buffy and Giles, because I think it's a really special thing that they don't really tap into enough on the show. Because when they do, they get some like golden moments of acting and writing. I always think of that scene in Passion last season, where Buffy like slaps Giles after they like escape from the burning building and stuff, and then they both just completely break down, and she's like, "You can't leave me. I can't do this without you." I'm tearing up just thinking about that bloody episode. That's so painful. But I love it when they have scenes together, just the two of them. They have like interactions a lot in like the big group scenes, but I love it when it's just focusing on those two, and like the father-daughter, mentor-teacher, student bond that they have. I just think it's so special. I'd love them to explore that a bit more, but I love that we got some of that in this episode, in the midst of everything this episode was going on. And I really liked the exploration of like different kind of beasts and monsters inside. We had the physical transformation into a monster, with Oz into a werewolf, and what was his name, Pete, into like that Mr. Hyde thing. I think it's Jekyll and Hyde. Hyde is the monster, isn't it? I think Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll. Yeah. So we had that kind of beast within him as well, and he was like beast within that relationship with Debbie, which was really tragic. And then also Angel, and Giles was speculating because he doesn't really know that Angel's back. I'm interested that Buffy hasn't told anyone that Angel's back either. I think at that time she didn't really believe it, or she was doubting it, but I feel like hopefully she'll tell people soon, because enough people keep enough secrets to themselves in the show. But I'm sure Buffy will probably be scared of how everyone's going to react to that. But yeah, Giles was kind of saying like he'd probably lose a sense of self being in hell for hundreds of years being tortured. Kind of turn into a beast in that sense. But I like how to kind of flip that on his head, and Angel is not perfectly okay, but there's some Angel still there. And I don't know how he kind of realised Buffy was in danger. Like he escaped and then suddenly he was there. I don't know if he just had an instinct to go there to find Buffy because he thought she might be there, and then he just happened to save the day. I don't know, but I like that they're kind of showing that this Angel still there even after all this time. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to do next with that relationship and explore what's going to happen to Buffy and Angel. Because Angel must have gone through a lot of torture. So I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with that story. But I love that Buffy found out Angel's back already, literally the episode after he came back. So that was really nice. And they're not like going to drag that out. Very excited to see that story continue and see everyone else find out that Angel's back. Should be quite interesting. I'm very excited for that. And I love that scene where, Angel and Buffy kind of broke down when they saw each other again. And yeah, I loved how, I think it was more Oz-centric near the start of the episode, because we got introduced to a lot of other plot elements. But I love the focus on Oz, and I feel like probably for the first time, at least the first time since Phases, they've really explored the problems and issues and the interruptions in life that being a werewolf would bring. So I love that, even though it's quite angsty, and there's a natural divide in Willow and Oz's relationship there, where he has to literally be caged. I like that they're exploring the problems and issues of being a werewolf and how that affects Oz's life, and the lives of his friends. Although I'm so annoyed at Xander. I mean, I get being tired. I'm like tired 24/7, but that's so irresponsible to just fall asleep. Surely you could better prepare yourself for that, but there we are. What else? I liked the psychiatrist and them kind of exploring that new kind of dynamic with Buffy and the psychiatrist guy. Can't remember his name. I just call him Mr. Moseby because that actor played Mr. Moseby in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck, and those two shows were my absolute childhood. So I loved him turning up in this episode, even if he was horribly killed in like his second scene. But I liked that. I thought it was interesting what they did with him and Scott in this episode. As soon as Buffy kind of properly comes into their lives, they either get killed or lose their closest friends. It's kind of interesting that whatever Buffy touches kind of dies almost. It's a tragedy to that, but I liked how they used Scott and that psychiatrist guy to kind of explore that theme, because Scott really has kind of lost everything, and that's kind of a twisted reflection of Debbie and Pete's relationship as well, because obviously Pete is domestically abusing his partner, or was, and he was kind of twisting things around when he hit her and everything, trying to make it sound like it was her fault that she was angering him, and she was like, he was like, I'm all you have, because he's taken everything else away from her, I'm all you have, and she was kind of thinking, I'm all he has, so she feels guilty and feels the need to stay with him because of that. So it makes him feel like that's all he had and that he had nothing. And at the same time, Scott is now left with nothing because of those two characters as well. Well, not because of... because of Pete, not because of Debbie. Debbie was an innocent bystander, I suppose. And that was a really tragic relationship, and how it was an interesting kind of exploration of like domestic abuse and domestic violence in relationships. And with an episode with like werewolves and like a Mr. Hyde thing and a vampire, it's crazy that is the most monstrous thing about it, while the Mr. Hyde version of Pete is kind of like the monster, I think normal Pete was just as monstrous because he was emotionally manipulating Debbie. But I like how they kind of explored quite a dark topic with that, and how it ended really tragically for everyone involved. So that was interesting, and it kind of tied into the other themes and plots the episode are going on. So if they're going to explore it, I think they chose the right kind of episode and time to do it. But yeah, I think all the characters are used really well in this episode to explore that key theme. They got quite dark with the plots, quite morbid, quite tragic. But I think they did it really, really well. And I'm very excited to see where all these like major plot revelations with Angel and everything are going to go. But yeah, I really liked how this episode was kind of written and put together. I think it did what it wanted to do. I felt so bad for Debbie. No one should have to go through that. It's just awful. Poor Debbie. And poor Mr. Moseby. Yeah. Really good episode. I actually really enjoyed it. And I like how I got a bit of plot advancement, like the overall story with Angel coming back. And I'm really excited to see where they're going to go next with this. But I really, really liked this episode. Everything that happened I was kind of really invested in. And the whole like making potions to keep his girlfriend, it turns him into a monster thing, is kind of silly and all that. But the character stuff that came from it, I like a lot. And the whole werewolf thing, I didn't actually think it looked too bad in phases, the werewolf design. It was a lot more kind of animalistic and looked like an actual wolf in that episode compared to this one. Very kind of, I don't really know, he kind of looks like a really hairy Teletubby with that face. I don't know if that's what they were going for when they designed it. But obviously they kind of changed it up. I don't know if they got a bigger budget so they could afford to. I don't really know what I prefer, to be honest. That is kind of a werewolf design I've seen in other things, so I don't know if they kind of started with this. But there must be different reasons for kind of changing it. So I got a few comments saying that I thought in phases, like I said, at the time that must have looked really good. Obviously it didn't look amazing now, but for the time I'm sure that looked good. Then I got a few comments saying no, it looked bad for the time as well. So maybe that's why I changed it up. But I don't know how I feel about that look. I definitely don't like him being on all fours like a gorilla. That looked kind of stupid. That doesn't look like a wolf, to be fair. And the really long tail, like, where they like pulled it at one moment, I was like, I just imagine her like pulling that tail and he just farts or something comical. But yeah, I'm not 100% sold on like the redesign. I mean, I wasn't like the best werewolf design ever in phases, but we'll see. I don't hate it, but I don't like him being on all fours. I know a wolf would be, but it's a thing. Let me know what you think of that design. Do you prefer it? Do you not? I think that's everything I have. But yeah, some really great character stuff. Really liked where they went with the plot and everything, how it all tied together with Angel kind of saving the day at the end. Like in Faith's inclusion, some really nice character work all around, even in like the supporting cast. And I do think the actors and actress playing Pete and Debbie did a really good job at highlighting that kind of tragic relationship. So yeah, really liked this episode a lot. Can't wait to see where they're going to go next with all these continuing stories. But yeah, great episode. Can't wait for more. And yeah, very excited to continue Buffy. And my next Buffy reaction will probably be in 2019. I didn't think I was going to be able to squeeze any more in after the first 2 episodes of this season. But I found a bit of time. So yeah, I suppose I could just thank everyone for watching all my Buffy reactions in 2018, because next year will be the first full year of Buffy reactions, and who knows where I'll get to this time next year, who knows where I'll be at. Well, I've definitely finished season 3. We'll see how long it takes me. I can't imagine it'll be too long, you know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's been watching Buffy with me this year. I mean the second half of the year, because that's when I started it. It's been an absolute blast. One of my favourite things about 2018 has been starting Buffy on this channel. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's been watching these reactions. Hope you're looking forward to more in 2019. And until then, thanks for watching.